good.
So good.
To be alive.
Are we there yet?
No.
Are we there yet?
No. Well, then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yo, what's up everybody? It's your host Molly here, and today's video I have my best friend,
Abby.
and today we are going to tell you guys our experience at the Impractical Jokers show. So in case y'all don't know, the Impractical Jokers are on a world tour right now called Drive, 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 Drive. It's a punishment that Q had. Yeah, it's pretty complicated to say. We went to their show in DC on February 19th of this year, and it was a very special night, and we're going to go into how we felt about it, what our favorite parts were, and yeah. And Abby's gonna start with her first point.
One of the things I did want to bring up, I kind of want to bring up, just how Molly was asking me about this and just how it kind of came up. Because it's actually an interesting story.
Yeah.
I think it was back in, the summertime of last year?
Yeah, it was about almost a year ago when I found out that they were gonna go eventually back on the road, yeah.
It was that, but the one thing is, I remember you were trying to get me to go to the Joe Gatto show with you.
Right.
And if you guys have not seen that video, please watch.
Aw.
She's freaking amazing.
Oh, stop it.
The thing is, unfortunately, in our society, there's crimes.
Yeah.
And I just remember telling my parents about it. I wasn't necessarily asking them, but I basically was just hey, Molly's going to this, and my parents were like, no, I don't want you down there,
Yeah.
and whatnot, and so I unfortunately had to tell her I couldn't go.
Oh, it's all right. I'll forgive you.
And then eventually she tells me, oh, the Jokers are going to go on tour, and I was like, oh, okay. And then when she told me they were coming to DC, she was like, girl, you gotta go. And then I was debating about it. Don't get me wrong, because I debate about a lot of crap. And when she told me that, I'm like, you know what? You try to invite me to the Joe Gatto show. I'm going to this one with you because I do watch Impractical Jokers, but not as much as she does.
Yeah.
But the fact that she considered this as my 20th birthday gift probably was the best freaking gift. Because I had fun with her, and we are wearing shirts.
Yep, we are. Since the show was happening in mid-February, her birthday is in late January, and I figured hey, that can kind of be my birthday present to you of us going together, because we had never gone to a live show together before, so it was our first time doing that, but it was also our first time seeing the Jokers, which yes, I did see Joe, but I had never seen Sal, Q, or Murr before, and it was also her first time too, and so I figured it would be very special. And since she couldn't make it to the Joe Gatto show, I figured this was another opportunity. And we enjoy watching the guys. They are, hysterical with what they do, and after seeing Joe, I was really trying to convince her, because he was absolutely hysterical, and it kind of was an introduction or a preview of how the other guys would be. And I told Abby how much I loved seeing Joe, and I really didn't want her to miss a chance. And yeah, she's not as big a fan as me, but she definitely enjoys them, thinks that they're good guys, thinks that they're funny, and I'm a little more on the weirdo side. But I'm really happy that we got that chance, and yeah, we had the time of our life. We got the tickets when they started to go on pre-sale, and I wanted us to get them immediately because, sometimes depending on how big a person or persons can be, sometimes tickets can literally go out like that, and I've had experiences with that. So I wanted to make sure that we got our tickets as soon as possible. So we literally FaceTimed, because I was in college and she was at home. We FaceTimed each other and went on Ticketmaster together, and we're like, okay, let's go in this section, get these two seats, because fun fact, they performed at Capital One Arena, which I had been to before because I saw Billie Eilish once. So I was familiar with it, and the seats that I had for her were good, and so I knew that they would be good to see the Jokers. We sat in the same section where I saw Billie, and we got 2 good seats, and it was all good to go, and we were really, the anticipation was increasing. We were very excited to go. I was happy that she could make it, and I knew it was going to be a very special memory for us. So something a little fun that Abby and I like to do a lot is match shirts. And so I figured what would be kind of cute and fun is if we got some kind of cool t-shirt to wear for the show, since, you know, we want to represent. So I found, well, we actually both tried to find stuff on our own, and we both found this. It's just the warning sign from the show, but it says this shirt is worn by a fan of Graphic Stupidity, etc. So we both agreed on that, and we got them for ourselves, and we wore them to the show, and yeah, I'm wearing it right now. And when we actually got there, there was a section with a bunch of t-shirts, and since it was for her birthday, I said, hey, you know, you pick the shirt that you would like for us to have in memory of this, and she chose this one right here, if you want to show them. Oh, there we go, the camera's crazy. Yep, so it just has all three guys, it says Impractical Jokers, and on the back it says all of the dates. You don't have to stand up.
The Jokers have this friend, I say, named Jiggy, and he actually at the show that we went to, he opened up for them, and it was kind of funny because her and I are just getting to the arena.
Yeah.
We're like, okay, where's the merch? We want to get a piece of merch because hey, if you go to a show, you have to get merch.
Definitely.
And she like sees Jiggy.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh my god, Jiggy! I'm like, what?
I was like, who the hell is that guy?
I'm thinking, why are you saying Jiggy? Like, I don't know why you were saying that. But then I saw it, and then I'm like, oh, that's what you're talking about. And then, so, because I don't think I've ever met a celebrity, but the fact that I did, it's like, thanks, Molly.
Yeah. It was so funny because basically when we got there, we found the merch stand right away and we're going to the back of the line, and Jiggy is literally standing right there in the flesh. And like, I blinked twice. I was like, wait, like, is that him? Like, why is he out here? Like, couldn't he get well, like, I mean, he like is popular, but not many people might know him. And I went up to him, I was like, hey, Jiggy, what's up? Because I met him at Joe's show, and he was like, hey, it's you, how are you? I was like, I'm good. And like, Abby was kind of standing there like, okay. And I said, oh, this is Jiggy, he's a friend of the guys. He's also a comedian. And she shook his hand, and I said, like, you know, I didn't know that you would be here. He was like, yup. And I was like, wow, like, I saw you a few months ago, and you know, what the heck? And I was like, let's get a selfie. And so we did, and like, she thought that was pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
And then eventually he just like went off. And when we were standing in the merch line, I turned to her and I go, Abby Baird, you just met your first celebrity. But it was so cool. It's like, wow, we did that for free, you know? But he was very nice, and he did very good opening up. We really enjoyed watching him, and he definitely got the anticipation up for sure. So eventually the show begins after Jiggy opens, and they show this little like montage of like different moments from the show, and you know, it's so many things that like everybody has seen. And eventually the guys come out on stage, and like everybody is cheering and screaming, and it wasn't a sold out arena, but there were a ton of people there, and like everybody was, you know, clapping and cheering, and the guys were like waving and stuff, and we were both like, whoa, like, oh my god. And but the thing is, if it's not obvious by now, guys, I'm emotional, and so I start bawling my eyes out. I'm like, it's Q and Sal and Mer, Abby. I'm literally losing it, and like she like has her arm wrapped around me, like, you know, it's okay, and I'm like, God bless. But I mean, it was so surreal, right? Like, you see someone on TV for so long, and then they're right in front of you. You're like, oh my god, they're real. So it was really cool to have that.
We're at the show. How you feeling? Boom, I shit my pants, but I can't wait. I love you, Joker. Woo! I love you so much. Yeah.
So since the show was called Drive, 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 Q obviously wanted to share his experience with that punishment. So he was talking about it, talking about how it lasted for 11 hours straight and how like it kept going. It was really, really annoying. And like the whole audience is kind of like, haha, you're funny, whatever. And he literally goes,
You should start singing because it's confidence you be punching your own jokes.
Hold on. Mark Kelly.
Cheater.
You guys think I'm fucking around. You guys think I'm fooling, all right? I'm an impractical joker. I'll do this I'll take over this whole show. I don't care. Fuck around and find out, people. You're all gonna sing this song. And then I'll stop. In fact, I close my eyes at night.
Are we there yet?
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's try.
There you go.
It feels so good to be alive. Are we there yet?
No!
Are we there yet?
No!
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
we're all like, oh no, like he got us. And so they blast the song in the arena.
Dun dun.
And everybody has their phone flashlights and everybody is singing, and it was so cool. Like, I would say that was my favorite part of the entire show. I felt it was really connecting and really funny, and Q was very impressed by everybody, so that was really, really cool. Do you want to say maybe like if you had to pick a moment from the entire night or during the show that you loved the most?
It's pretty obvious. I think what you just said.
Really? Yeah, you like that part
because
too?
it's like, because the thing is that with the show we weren't like allowed to take any like pictures or videos. I don't know if she said anything about that, but if not,
Yeah.
there you go. And everybody was doing this with their phone, and I'm like, I'm doing it, I don't care.
Yeah. She snook a lot of videos during it, and like I even told, she is sneaky. Dun-na-na-na-na. But basically, like, because when we got there, there was an usher who said, hey, like, you're not allowed to take pictures and videos, which makes sense because sometimes they can be distracting to the performers and it can like block someone's view. And I mean, like, obviously if no one wants their show to be spoiled sometimes. And like, I even told Abby that because I had an experience at the Joe Gatto show where I got caught accidentally. And so I wanted to make sure that didn't happen again. But like, she literally was like, fuck it, I am going to record as much as I can. And she did. And I'm very happy that she did.
It's better than Sal's reaction. Watch this.
I sound like a Latina having sex. All I was missing was the poppy. I, poppy.
Aren't you Latina, Poppy?
That's how I do it. I look like I was confronted with a weapon, if I'm being honest. You understand the absurdity of me going like that? I'm physically trying to distance myself from a virtual Zoom.
I can't even say it.
I know, it's so funny.
I swear, Sal Vulcano, you are too much.
Sal, if you're watching, and we know that you are, subscribe to me. They definitely all threw many one-liners that were just winners, and like we would literally look at each other like, what the fuck did they just say? I know. But yeah, it was just amazing. And then eventually the show comes to an end and they thank us for coming, and they're literally blasting Smash Mouth songs. They played All Star and I'm a Believer, and everybody's dancing. There's confetti cannons like that. And we both take some videos of that, and they're like saying goodbye. They're going up to fans and taking some pictures who are on the ground floor. And I again start bawling my eyes out, and like I hug Abby so hard, and I'm like, oh my god, we did it, like we got to have this. And like she was like, you had probably one of the biggest smiles I've ever like not that you are always RBF, but like you had a huge smile. You were like, this was the best present, like I had so much fun, we gotta go again whenever they come back. And I'm like, oh, hell yeah, we will, babe. And so, yeah, then eventually my dad picks us up. But we were just so elated and just felt like very blessed that like we got that chance because, you know, some shows didn't happen for a while because of the whole pandemic. And so it was really great to have that opportunity for sure.
So, I honestly will say that I was not expecting this to be a 20th birthday present, and I cannot believe I'm 20. At that point, I was like, I can't believe I'm 20.
Yeah.
But it was definitely a great gift, and honestly, if I didn't go, I probably would have regretted it.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'll be like, Abby girl, you're missing out here.
Or you'd probably be snapping me being like, why are you not here?
Yeah.
I'm losing my mind.
Get over here, you bitch.
Overall, it was a really great night. I'm glad that she invited me because, like I said, I would have regretted it. And, jokers, if you're watching this, I don't watch the show that often, but I do love yous.
Probably when you said that, they were probably like, oh, fuck you then. I'm just kidding. They go, we'll give you a thumbs down. I'm really happy that we had this opportunity together. It was a very special night for us, and I'm happy that I got to do it for her 20th birthday, and it was really a dream come true. For a while, I was really hoping they would come on tour near me, and I'm happy that they did, and I love them all so much. They are talented and so funny, and I'm really proud of their success, and I really hope that one day we can see them again. We will definitely remember the night forever. We highly recommend that you guys see them on tour. They have a lot of social media and stuff, so they're on a little break right now, but they're gonna come back next year to a bunch of other cities, so please check out their dates when they come out. They are just so perfect. It was really a beautiful night, so please take the chance, go see the Jokers live. We hope you enjoyed hearing our experience from the Joker Show. If any of you have seen them live before, or if you have recently in this tour, you can let us know your experiences, or if you want to try to see them on their tour right now. Any last words you want to say in general for the viewers?
Just subscribe to my girl.
Aw, you're so sweet. Give me a hug. We love you, Jokers. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.
Hey.
What the heck are you doing, bro?
I don't know.
Maybe I'll put this at the end of my outro.
What's up?